Welcome to the board of the Bantu. And if I haven't managed to put a background on this video, you're going to see all green and it's going to be all good because green is life. Green is life. There are ancestors whose color are green, and I have some of those. And today I honor them with the green, and I will continue to use green until my life has got a new direction. Because green ancestors are, they are green for earth. They are earth ancestors, and they are the ones who give your life direction. Basically, they're the ones who tell you where to turn and how to turn. So my grandma decided to give up her blues for a while until I have a great sense of direction. So green is the color you should wear when you're feeling confused. Green is the color you should wear when you don't know what to do. Green is the color you should have around you when things are tough, or, when you're abused, for instance, and you really want to work out what it is that you need to do in such a situation. Green is your color. Surround yourself with green, and with time, the green will seep into your energy and it will give you the direction you require. Mwah. So welcome to the border of the Bantu again. This is the land of the Bantu, the home of the Bantu. And this is their traditional legal system. And I do wish it was still the world's legal system because they go for the truth and nothing but the truth. They don't want to hear what the physical person has to say because the physical person makes excuses. They want to hear what their soul says. They want to see the future, the repercussions of them making a decision to either, tattoo you because we didn't have prisons, to either tattoo you as a thief or a murderer, or to not tattoo you. There was more justice in this situation because the people removed themselves from it and they let the chosen tell them what was what. Clever. Okay, so the Bantu have lost a lot of that due to colonization, but I see that maybe in 100 years from now, they will all go back to it because truth is truth. Nothing built on a lie ever stands. So welcome to their justice system, to their justice system, to our justice system, to your justice system, okay? And today I'm going to call coronavirus. Yes, I'm going to call coronavirus. We actually had a talk with coronavirus about 3 or so days ago, and we were asking her questions. We were channeling her. We were channeling her and we were talking to her. I don't know why I call coronavirus a she, because she also has a kind of a male energy. So I felt it very much 3 days ago. I felt the male energy as well. So I think virus is like some herbs, and coronavirus is like the heavenly energies that reside in the peak of the Bantu and protect God and all his beauty and all his joy and all his love. They are both male and female in one. So I think coronavirus is that way inclined. I believe that we talked to the girl, we didn't talk to the boy, and 2 or 3 days ago we talked to both of them. They were merging the female and masculine energy. So, things have happened with coronavirus in Canada. We are now on lockdown number 3. I think we've been on lockdown for more than a year. I don't pay attention to the lockdowns. I just carry on with my life as it is. But I believe we've been on lockdown for more than a year. But we actually got emergency beep, 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 beep. Yes, we actually got emergency beep, 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 beep to tell us that we all had to stay indoors and that we were back again to complete and total restriction. And I just started having my manicure, and guess what? My manicures have ended because nail shops and most businesses are closed, and the bitch can't get ink. I can't get ink anywhere at all, and I need to print some things. But there you have it. Coronavirus has reared its ugly head again, and it has Canada on its knees. We knew that Canada would suffer the consequences of coronavirus more than the United States because our population is much smaller. right? But right now they are banding the word a variant to the virus, which is faster, more aggressive, and it kills, quickly. And it has come right at a time when coronavirus told us the last time that she wasn't going to do shit until September. And I was begging Miss Coronavirus not to do shit because I really want to go on vacation. But you know what? She has somehow brought this rage earlier than we thought. She can do what she likes. She's that bitch. When we got coronavirus male and female a few days ago, they said they are about taking the physical body. The physical body. So I'm calling coronavirus into the plate, and we're going to see what is going to happen. But now we see that coronavirus is a moody male and a bitch of a bitch, put together. And really, I don't even know if they are going to stick to what I get from them today, because Okay, so my ancestor said it's not coronavirus that is at fault. It is the politicians and their lies. The politicians have been lying, and their lies are catching up with them. And now they are, doing lockdowns again because they've been lying, trying to make the world feel that this thing is going away. According to my ancestors, grandma in particular, coronavirus is doing his/her thing, and they're doing their thing. I'm gonna call them they're doing their thing. And it is human beings who are trying to play with what is. Okay, she says too many lies on the ground. I'm not going to be looking at any presidents or prime ministers of any country, but I will look at countries one by one. So shall we? Not one by one, no. I'm going to pick countries. I will look at Canada. I will look at the United States, and I will look at South Africa. I must be biased. What the fuck, and if other countries come up during the reading, I will also ask, but I'm trying to make this reading not too long, but I'm always trying not to make readings not too long. Okay, so we blow. Getting rid of the old energies. And we begin our reading. Calling Coronavirus. Coronavirus. It seems that they had babies. It seems that they had sex and they had babies. Corona has walked in with a whole troop of babies. Babies. Let me count them. 9 babies. They have come with 9 babies. Smaller than the massive, ball that they are. Way smaller, but they've come with 9 babies. And the 9 babies are floating above frozen human beings. They are really frozen, you guys. Like, this is a disease that kills us by cooling us. I believe I said that even when we are feeling hot and we are feverish and we are going through the symptoms, because I've had a few friends who've got coronavirus, this is still a disease that freezes us to death. So coronavirus and their troops, their little babies, have come into the plate. And I'm going to ask the questions. Well, if I can ask questions, because I'm not good at that. What's next, coronavirus? What's next? Okay, what's next? When I had my eyes closed and I asked, what's next? Coronavirus said death, extinction. And look at this. A shell fell as I was, and usually that does mean an end to something. And in their case, this is an end to life, right? They are really gung-ho today. What's next? What are we going to see with coronavirus? What's next? My hand is shaking a little bit. Because none of us are immune to this. All our names, like I say, although God made us for this, He put coronavirus in all our destinies. So this is what we have. And Corona is telling us that they had stopped their business, right? They had stopped their business. And they The new viruses, the new babies were hidden from humanity. They were always there. There we go. It has just taken humanity a very long time to to uncover them, but they were always there and they were always helping out in the background. I'm going to tell you something very interesting, and it's actually making me kind of happy. There is definitely an end coming, like the dying and the gruesomeness of coronavirus. It is coming to an end. I'm feeling like God has cowed enough or taken enough. The shells are facing backwards, which also shows that it is coming to an end. So perhaps this is why the last hurrah was moved ahead. Right now, though, Mr. and Miss Corona are in action. I'm sitting right here. Where I sit denotes the present and the past, and we see that all along. Oh my gosh. All along, people were not taking this disease seriously. People were doing what they wanted and how they wanted. And that is the price we are paying now. People were not listening. People were not wearing their masks. People were meeting in thousands and droves. Because it's so funny. Coronavirus said to us 3 days ago, we stopped physical meetings. We did not stop any other kinds of meetings, meaning virtual meetings, but we stopped physical meetings and we stopped progress. We delayed things. Right. But it's so interesting. Corona is saying that the fault is not it or them, the fault is humanity. The fault is not them, the fault is humanity. They are saying that they are going at the same pace that they have always gone, but people did not listen. People were still meeting, still partying, disregarding their strength and their power. And they are saying people are still going to be meeting, and people are still going to be partying, and people are still not going to be listening to governments, and people are going to get defiant. They are saying that as long as people are defiant, we are in business. And for real, here we go into the future with corona, because of those who are not taking safety precautions and those who feel some type of way about them. Your number is up. Corona has got her eye on you. So Corona is saying that they'll cut a swatch through humanity until at least 4 years from now. Yeah, they'll be taken. And they are even telling us who they are going to be taking. Those who congregate and those who party. Partying is congregation. Those who party in large numbers and those who congregate in small numbers, those are the ones who are going to be taken. It is literally telling us that. They are literally telling us that they would take these type of people. Those are the ones whose numbers are up. So if you feel yourself being defiant about coronavirus, and if you feel yourself being gung-ho about coronavirus, your number has been called and you are up. And they will continue to take a certain type until 4 years from now. Okay, so now I'm going to go to countries. I'm going to start with mine own, Canada. And I'm going to ask Canada. Okay, Canada. The energy that is Canada, which the natives call Turtle Island. The energy of Turtle Island. The energy of Canada. Corona. Tell us what's going to happen in Canada. Tell us what's going to happen in Canada. And so the Canadian flag, interestingly enough, represented the energy of Canada. It came in, it wafted, and it fell to the ground, and it covered a lot of dead bodies. Canadians should expect a lot of death A lot of death, more than we can afford because of coronavirus. A lot of death. There seems to be a buildup. Yes, that's what Corona was saying. It was saying there's been a buildup of, you know what I mean? Like, we're not doing anything we were not doing before, but there has been a buildup, a definite buildup. Boom, 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 boom. Because of human behavior and human thinking. That's what they were saying. Human behavior and human thinking has created a buildup. And it says so in Canada. Human behavior and human thinking has created a buildup. Death. But interestingly enough, I think Canadians are really going to listen, because the death shell fell in the past, which means that our death rates will be going down as we go along, but not for a while. For a while, we're going to be looking at downward spiral. More people will get it. More people will be coronavirus positive. Less people will die from it. But yes, a lot though, a lot. When I say less, like Quebec is full of coronavirus. Like a lot, but okay. We're seeing, and the shells are telling us that many are marching to their deaths. Many will die. So even though many have already died, many will die, and they are dying right now. So right now, Canada's death numbers have risen beyond belief. They have risen beyond belief. And this will be for the next few months. Goodbye, vacation. For the next few months. But as we go into the following months, Canada is fighting, Canada is battling, right? It's going to be 50-50. Like, for instance, if right now coronavirus is taking 100% of deaths, right? And is laughing all the way to the bank, ha 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 ha, laughing at us all the way to the bank. As we creep into the next few months, I'm hearing winter. By winter 2022, we will be at 50-50 with corona. We'll be fighting back at 50-50, right? So right now, she's gonna rage. They are gonna rage. There's actually an increase coming from now to, I'm getting 7 months. More of us will get the virus, more of us will suffer from it, more of us will go to the right. But the right is not too far. So what we are getting here are that there will be more with the permanent effects of coronavirus. Way more with the permanent effects of coronavirus. There will be a lot of permanent effects. A lot of people affected permanently, right? The disease itself is going to carry on. Once again, I'm getting this one is 4 to 5 years or even further in Canada. There is no respite for the Canadians. This is how it's gonna be. We are just going to have to adjust. There is no respite for the Canadians. There is no conquering this disease for the Canadians. None. It will, however, slow down, right, in wintertime. It will actually slow down around winter, which is surprising because it's a cold disease, but the message will get through to Canadians as more and more people get the disease. It will, however, slow down and people will be more careful, and it will go back not to the way it used to be, but it will go back like to a few months ago before we got another boom, 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 emergency alert, emergency alert. For those who live in Canada or Ontario, at least I know you remember that a few days ago we got an emergency alert over coronavirus. We will go back to before the emergency alert. That's the best we can do, before the emergency alert. But there is no respite for us. In about 7 months or so, we will be more free. We will be more free. We'll be moving about more. We will be traveling. We will be having physical contact with others, but there will still be restrictions. I am hearing that some of those restrictions are permanent. I believe we've been saying that all along. Okay. Alrighty. So now we go to the United States. I think Australia is going to do better than most. I'm going to check out Australia. Okay. Okay, I have to say bye, Canada. Bye, Canada. Bye, Canada. Bye, Canada. Okay. Coronavirus and your baby. 9. Basically, what the plate is saying, what the veil is telling us, is that there will be 9 variants of this virus within the next few years. And I think we saw that before. Just as we believe we've conquered one, the next one will pop up. The next one will pop up. Our scientists cannot keep up. Like Corona said, our babies were always there. You just didn't recognize them. Right? Okay, so coronavirus. Tell us about the United States. Tell us about the United States. And the United States energy, the flag comes in. Maybe that's how I recognize the energy, and the energies are being kind to me and showing flags, because otherwise I guess I wouldn't recognize them. And they are floating into the plate and they are laying down, and bodies are falling out of my plates. This is my ancestors' waiting room. So basically, bodies are falling out of my ancestors' waiting room. Americans are going to have so many casualties, primarily because of the vaccine. That's what I just heard. Okay, from Corona themselves. And we were right. Oh my goodness. America! America, you have a lot of deaths coming your way. I cannot crawl to get that shell because it went so fucking far. It's not even funny. And I don't want my ass to do that much work. My hips don't like to move. So anyway, oh, it went too far. Hold on. Let me see if I can. People are going to die. They're going to die a hell of a lot. What America has coming to it is a pregnant coronavirus. I'm not laughing because America has that coming, but I'm laughing at the way the veil gives it to me. A pregnant coronavirus. A pregnant coronavirus. However, you will conquer the pregnant coronavirus. A pregnant coronavirus is coming primarily due to the vaccines. So those who are getting vaccinated are going to get coronavirus. They're going to get coronavirus in large numbers. And it's going to be, coronavirus is a circle. Right here, the energy is telling us that we are a circle when it comes to the United States. With Canada, they were a long line saying, we might make our way out, right? But with America, they are saying, no way we are making our way out. We're there to stay. A circle stands for, a cage, there to stay. And Corona and their babies are telling us that they're going to be there. They're there to stay. They're there to stay. I better rise for this. I need to take a look at this. Rise. Okay. The hips don't like that don't like to move are moving. Okay, rise. Okay. My ancestors were like, rise, little lady, rise. Okay, so I sit here, right? And it shows that America was in a losing battle with coronavirus until maybe 2 months ago. 2 months ago, they felt great hope and happiness. Like 2.5 months ago or so, they spiked coronavirus and they almost stopped it, right? They spiked it and they're going to continue to spike it. They're going to continue to block it. So they really thought they had blocked coronavirus and they were good to go. They were feeling optimistic and happy and they were saying, yes, but they broke free. They broke free. Coronavirus broke free. It found a way out of the blockage that Americans had made. It broke free and it came running and it is talking. And it is literally partying in these United States. And as I sit here right now, right here, oh my goodness, the pregnant Corona, she's doing her business right there. She's doing her business right now. Oh my God. She's doing her business right now. The pregnant Corona, the deadly Corona, the horrible Corona, the horrible variant, the nasty child in the bunch is in the United States and is going to be taking lives for a long time. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Going on and taking lives is actually in progress. And she is talking. This is her best work yet, as she says. She says this is her greatest work. And here is humanity. Here are Americans trying to fight this thing. They are literally turning their back on the old variation of corona, and they are trying to block the new pregnant lady right here. They're trying to block the pregnant lady, but the pregnant lady, she's doing something really interesting, you guys. She is hitting at the people who got the disease the first time, and she's hitting at the new people who got the disease, but she's really concentrating on those who got the disease a long time ago. She's really looking at those who got affected or who got the disease a long time ago. It is as if she is pushing them. Hurry up. She's becoming she's the one who stands in front of you to pull you back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you think, oh my God, I survived this disease, right? She's the one who stands in front of you and she's the one who pulls you back to your grave. She is busy. She is busy and she is pulling a lot of people back where they came from. Like, die, motherfucker, die. Why didn't you die the first time? You should die. So Miss Corona and Mr. Corona, they're going to break free of the measures that the Americans have put in place. They are defiant. They are literally defiant. They are fucking defiant. They are like, whatever, we've got this. You can't chase us. We've got this. And they are going to break free. And they are going to rage. 9 months to a year. Let me get something more specific. 1 year, 2 months before American scientists and before Americans in general rush to catch up and rush to block this thing. But they're not going to block it because this is a circle. This is an ongoing circle. So what we're seeing here is that Americans will panic when lots of their relatives are dying. They'll panic. They'll do right. And then they'll forget when their relatives, when nobody they know close to them is dying. They'll forget. They will go back to their old behavior. They'll get it again. Round and round and round we go. There are going to be more changes in the United States because of coronavirus than any other country. Way more changes than any other country. Okay? Way more changes. There are going to be way more changes. Like, a lot more of America is never going to go back to their schools again, is never going to go back to their classrooms again. A lot more Americans are going to be working from home and never going into the office again. Huge office buildings are going to be sold. Lots of headquarters are going to be sold because it's just not safe. I see the masks getting more technical. I see people wearing more technical masks, more technical masks as it goes on. I see hysteria. I see the defiant ones being defiant about corona. I see this government concentrating on that more than anything else. Right now, the government of America is talking about illegal immigrants, blah, blah, blah. I see all that stopping as they try to combat this disease. And this disease is going to change the economic, political, and social playing fields of Americans. They're going to have a lot of casualties, a great deal of casualties. Alrighty, so now we go to South Africa. Then I'm going to go to Australia. I don't know why Australia, but I'm just looking for hope. Okay? Bye, America. Bye, America. Bye, America. Okay. Coronavirus. They will be, I haven't even called South Africa, and a 10th little baby just popped up. Still white, still a circle of nothing but white, but they just popped up. There will be a whole new variant just for Africa. Okay, a whole new variant. Now I'm going to call South Africa. South Africa. South Africa. Believe it or not, South Africa is not going to be as affected as the United States or Canada. Believe it or not. But on its own scale, and a shell just went right back into the plate. That shell is saying, no, I ain't got nothing to say. This is none of my business. Okay. And then one fell, death, but the shell is so tiny. South Africa has suffered casualties, yes, but not as much as the rest of the first world. It has suffered casualties, but not as much, right? And here we are, right here. This new wave of coronavirus has not hit Africa yet. This new wave of lockdowns, well, I know that we Canadians have it on a new lockdown, but it hasn't hit South Africa as yet because they're still partying. And this is what coronavirus is saying. They're still meeting, they're still congregating, they're still doing their stuff. Totally like not paying attention, totally like not paying attention. And Corona, she's still doing her thing. She's still taking some of them, but she's not taking as great a number as she is taking in this part of the world. She's taking some, but not as great a number. So South Africa is not going to suffer a lot of casualties, but it is there. The disease is there. South Africa will get its own variant. I'm going to ask about that variant. But you know what? Here we go. Corona, though, is going to pick up a little bit, but interestingly enough, there is resistance to coronavirus in that part of the world. There is actually resistance because she does her thing, but the pushback is strong. She says yes. He, she, they, I don't know what to call them because I'm forgetting. I'm going to go with the she because she's the one who's talking the most. It's like the masculine energy is darker and quieter. She says, yes, there is a pushback. We are struggling to end physical existence. Yes, there is a total struggle. It appears that there is something in Africa that is resisting this virus. So it comes, it takes people. Yes, it does. These are a whole lot of people that were taken. You know, these shells right here, they were all taken or will be taken because they're still alive right now. They will be taken by coronavirus. They will be. But the pool is longer, meaning that a person who gets coronavirus in South Africa is not going to conk out as fast and as easily as getting it in Canada. If you get it in Canada, you're going to conk out. There's no hope for you. If you are in a bad way, there's no hope for you. But over there in South Africa, it appears you can go into a coma, then you can go, shake it off, and get off the bed. Literally, those are the images coronavirus is showing me. Shake it off, get off the bed. And this virus has no emotion, but I want to believe that this virus is pissed, right? So here we have a resistance. Like, there is a natural resistance. It's in the biology of the people. It is in the air. It is in what they eat. It is in and they will see this problem disappear faster than everyone else, because there's a natural resistance, a natural immunity. You know what I say? We were born for this. They were born more for this than we were. I hope it's in my DNA as well. I hope so. Okay, so now I'm going to say goodbye, South Africa, and I'm going to go to Australia, because I just feel like Australia might have something new. And then we're done. The one question my ancestors keep asking coronavirus, and I think I should say it out loud. They are asking coronavirus, why now? Why did God decide this? So I have said it out loud, and I will wait for Corona to tell us why. What's the big design? There is no rhyme or reason to culling. Culling. Okay. But in this case, there is. The world is unbalanced. Too many people. All other entities are failing to breathe. So the culling will continue where the imbalance is more. Where there are more people than other entities, there will be more death. So that makes sense, because South Africa and Africa shares its space and land with more animals than the rest of the world, right? So that's the answer my ancestors got when they asked. Okay, my ancestors are asking another question. They said, why you though? Why not a flood? Why not a flood? Why you? Why not a flood? Why not a hurricane? Why not a volcano? Why you? And Corona says their technology has reached a stage where they can survive those calamities. And so God made Corona a calamity we cannot survive. So my ancestors are asking again, is there a particular way you are picking people for this? No. We go for convenience. A varied world is what is supposed to be. So we go for convenience. So, yeah, they go for convenience. Okay, Australia. And I said bye South Africa. I'll do it again. Bye South Africa. Bye South Africa. Bye South Africa. Australia really wants me to read it because the Australian flag is going whoo, 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 waiting. Okay, coronavirus. 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 Australia. 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 Australia must be doing something right because it seems to be having the smallest casualties of the modern world. Ooh. But Australia is telling lies. There has been death, yes. There has been death, yes, in the past. Then for a while they haven't had any. Australia is telling lies. Australia is keeping its actual numbers a lie. Australia is telling big, big, big lies. Lies that walk and talk. Okay, because this shell here represents talking, and it felt Australia is telling lies. So, Australia, you've been lucky so far. You've really been lucky and unlucky. Your time is coming. Your time is coming. It hasn't really come yet, but it is coming. Your time is coming. There was definite great government interference which stopped the culling by coronavirus for a while. Really great government interference, and the people were really listening to what was being said. Australians are more united when it comes to that sort of thing. They were listening, the majority were listening, but your time is coming. This is still going to rage. I would say just as the other world populations are going, I think we're almost through the worst. It's going to rage because Australia is not giving truthful numbers and is not giving truthful statements. Why isn't Australia giving truthful numbers and truthful statements? They don't want to be seen as not efficient at handling the problem. They don't want to be seen as if they are not doing their job. So Australia is going to be 50-50. It's going to be 50-50. 50% deaths, 50% survivals. It's going to be 50-50. But right now, Miss Corona is gearing up. As we are sitting here, Miss Corona is gearing up. And then she'll shoot off. But there is great resistance from Australians. So far, this is the government I have seen that is trying to put. It's pretty much useless, the resistance. I wanted to be optimistic, but the shells are the shells. It's pretty much a useless resistance. Okay, pretty much. Because when she gets a hold of Australia, Australians are trying, hey. They're trying. They are really trying much harder than the United States. They are trying almost at the same level as Canadians. They are trying to block this thing, but it's gonna break free. How are you gonna break free? Meaning it's gonna break free. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, so the effect of coronavirus on the world, and we are a done deal. The effect of coronavirus on the world. Please show us, Corona, the effect, your effect, the effect of coronavirus on the world. More balance. That's what he just said. More balance. Okay. Like I said, Corona is showing off, saying that they will be with us for quite a while. And we're going to have to learn to live with Corona. There will be those who will be resistant to the disease, because this is a disease. There will be those who will be resistant to the disease. There are some that are resistant now. They will continue to be resistant to the disease. They will be the survivors, but Corona will take off the top. Basically, Corona is saying if we were a cup of water, they would take off. They are taking the top. You know, when you drink, then you leave. Yeah, they are taking the top. They are saying we are not even, all we are doing is taking the top. Basically, that's what they are saying. All we are doing is taking the top. We're just taking the top. We're not taking the whole of humanity. We're not going down. Corona is saying that's for another virus, not us. I'm just hearing, why the name coronavirus? I think I'm hearing it. Okay, they are taking off the top, right? They are just like skimming the surface. That is what Corona is saying. So the number of people that are going to die, according to the virus, that's skimming the surface, they are not going deep. They are not going to take as deep as they feel they should. Balance. That's what I keep hearing. There must be balance. There you have it. I hope I asked the right questions. And after this reading, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting Isobel Mitton. Thank you so much for supporting the Bantu. I walk with you and it makes me strong. We walk together and we become stronger. So be good to yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Because if you're not kind to you, you cannot be kind to others. Watch out for Corona. Wear your masks. Listen. Try to give up a little more of your freedom so that you can all be safe. So that we can all be safe. Right? Like my new neighbor, she had the nerve to invite me to her house as if she thought I would come. In the first place, she was talking to me without a mask. I thought that was the greatest disrespect. But when come to my house, I said, bitch, you don't know me. The government said lockdown. Lockdown it is. Okay? So try to follow instructions. My ancestors insist I follow instructions. If it's a lockdown, it's a lockdown, and we're going to behave accordingly. And I hope that you do the same. Listen to the experts, stay safe, and I'm not going to go away without saying this. Okay? We of this century were built for this. Yes, we were. When God made us or returned us back to these painful gauntlets, He also put coronavirus in all of us. It is our energy that has created this virus. Our joint energy as a people. Our energy from our bodies went boom, created this virus. Since we created it, we can survive. We can conquer. We just have to stay militant about this situation. We just have to remember that we are the soldiers. We are the creators of this virus, and we are the soldiers of this virus. Fight on. Even when you get it, keep fighting. Keep fighting because it is in you. It is in you to survive this. Survival of the fittest in every way. It is in you. So dig deep. No matter how depressed you are, no matter the pain, no matter the excruciating circumstances, dig deep. And right there, God put a well of survival, surviving this virus that we created with our energies, because it is in all of us. In fact, it is a part of all of us. Nothing to fear here. Have a great weekend.